I don't like you, Justin.
Why don't you like me, Sean?
I don't know because you're a bully.
Um, I'm a bull. Why am I a bully?
Because I have to tell you every goddamn time to change your background before we start another movie.
Oh
I I,
shit!
I can't keep doing this, Justin.
God, I'm
You're making
sorry,
me
man.
feel like a mean person, man.
All right, well, at least you. I mean, God, thanks for saying it so freaking nice. God.
that
All right.
that has nothing to do with it either. I was like, you're a bully. How was asking you to change your background a bully? I
I
guess
have
maybe
no.
because Morgan gets bullied in that movie,
That's
and then
why
in
I
this
was
movie we see
very
Alex
confused.
gets bullied.
I was very confused. All right, where are we? Let's talk about what movie we're
Where
doing.
are hey hack stab slash? We're doing weapons. This is my old man voice because there's a very old lady in this movie and she's fucking crazy. Yeah, boy. Weapons 2025.
I don't
Justin's
know.
pick. It was your pick, right? You picked
Uh,
this.
what is happening? Yeah. Why did I pick this? Who? What did you tell me to do?
I think I told you to pick something current.
That's what it was. That's what it
Oh
was.
no, I told you to pick something that you hadn't seen that had a lot of hype behind it. That's what it
Gotcha.
was.
Gotcha. There we
That's
go.
that's what it was. Hack, stab, slash, and he picked fucking weapons,
I
kid.
picked weapons. Let's go.
Bro, I had fucking high hopes and expectations going into this. This movie had a ton of backing from horror fans and directors and fucking all kinds of crazy people out there. And I'm pretty sure I heard multiple people calling this a top tier movie contender of the year. You know what I'm saying, kid? So,
I
yes, heading into this, yeah, I haven't even watched the fucking trailer, guy. I didn't even hook it up to the truck and pull it around back. You know what I'm saying? So, my
I
expectations would have been blown away at the least.
all right. That was wild start. Okay. Yeah.
Did, did you have any expectations?
I heard lots of
All
shit.
right, cool. Moving on.
I heard some directors saying it was like the best movie in the history of the world, but I also heard two people at work fighting about if it was bad. They were yelling at each other because one said it was the worst movie he's ever seen in his life. Just a normal argument, and one person did start saying something about it was a better soup commercial than a horror movie. I didn't know what the hell that meant. I do
Oh my
understand
god,
now,
I don't know how I
but
missed that.
Roger was screaming at Dustin. Shout out Roger and Dustin.
Which one of them called it a soup commercial?
Roger said it was the
Hey,
worst
Roger,
movie in
you're 100%
history.
accurate on that one.
And he said, honestly, this is pretty good, much a Campbell Soup commercial.
Oh,
And yeah,
really put that chicken noodle in placement for product.
right. And shout out
Oh,
my sister who does not adjust. She loves horror, but she got scared a lot. Shout out Joanna for she told me she had to stop watching it because she works with kids, and she said it was so scary. She only watched the first half, and I guess she stopped for 2 weeks, and she finally just the other day went back and watched the second half. So,
Jesus.
so
All
I
right,
heard.
let's
So
dive right
yeah,
into this.
just take us away.
Let's get into this, all right?
Let's go.
Because in a lot of movies we've watched, an opening for the movie is either going to rope you in or it's just going to have you check out. And even in like some series that I've watched, that opening first 10 minutes is either going to make you want to watch this or make you just not give a fuck. I love the way this movie starts. I fucking love this opening monologue drop. Our narrator, who we never meet in this movie, by the way, gives us a full rundown of all the events that transpired leading up to our current storyline. All of the kids except Alex Lily mysteriously vanish at 2:17 in the morning. They all just decided basically to wake up one day and go out their front doors and go into the darkness. Some of these kids were caught on ring cameras. We had alarm systems going off. Detectives are asking all kinds of questions throughout this monologue drop. But after a while, she basically says like the police couldn't figure this out. No one could figure it out, and the town just kind of has to move on. So I think she says about after a month,
Yep.
she's like they're gonna reopen up the school, and this leads us into Justine's chapter.
Yeah, after that monologue drop in the beginning of this movie's an 11 out of 10 for me already.
Oh, dude, her voice work was perfect.
And then we get boom, Justine. And we see Justine is Mrs. Miss Gandy, the teacher. And she's at a town meeting. And remember, it was her classroom that this happened in. 17 kids missing, only the kid Alex in her class. So the parents are grilling her. She goes to talk, but she's just they're yelling at her. I mean, they want answers. I mean, there's all kids missing. No one, they clearly think like the teacher has to know something.
You
And
can't even get mad at the parents though, because all it's just her class. Not
that's
a
what I mean.
single
This is
kid from another class has gone missing. And you can understand everything is going to point to Justine because
yeah, this is a
why her
shitty
class? What happened in there?
shitty situation. And she is getting threatening calls. We see this is like a witch hunt. You see basically like someone's knocking on her door at her house, someone's calling and threatening her. She even gets a witch painted on her car in like red paint. We see her, like I said, Sean said, school. They have to get back to normal. They have to get back to school. She wants to talk to Alex. She's talking to the principal. And even the principal's like, look, like you saw how this went the other night. Like, I think it's just best, like, unfortunately, like you got to stay away and like you can't talk to Alex. It's inappropriate. Like you see, she comes across as a caring person, but you see she's definitely troubled and has had her issues and some different inappropriate stuff in the past. But nothing affects
Bro,
like she's
she
a
hugged a crying student. She
that
consoled a crying student.
that's what I mean. I was gonna
She
say
drove home
nothing
a
bad
kid who
because they
lived
missed the
next door
bus.
to her because they missed the bus.
That's what I
Like
mean. Like she
I don't
comes,
see anything wrong with this, but
no,
I do get it because in today's day and age, there's a
that's
lot of fucking sickos out there.
that's the stupid thing. Everything, all the crazy people ruin everything. And but we do see she loves to drink. She's out drinking, and we see she ends up meeting with a cop. We don't 100% know what's going on yet. And you see she does end up sleeping with him. And then I wrote,
Fucking right,
uh-oh.
she does.
Yeah, and she has a good time with him. She gets him drinking again. And then I also say, what the hell? Like you see her following Alex home, and I'm like, oh dear God, this can't be freaking good. And no one answers. Like this kid walks in the house and no one answers. And she's walking, and all the windows are like blocked out. It looks like with like newspapers or something. And I'm like, okay, like that's kind of creepy and weird. And anyway, we see her like the next day, or she's at like a store, and you see she gets attacked by Donna, who is the cop's ex-wife. So that's like I said, Justine is kind of a mess. She's got a lot of shit going on. And then we see a absolute insane dream. This was so damn creepy. We see like in the class, all these kids have their heads down besides Alex. Alex is like
He's got
creepy.
like clown makeup on.
I was gonna say
It looks like.
clownish makeup, and he's like smiling. Absolutely insane. It looks like he's like a juggalo, and just is like all excited for like an ICP concert, and like tilts his head all crazy. Super creepy. She wakes up and she's like, "Oh, oh yeah, oh my God!" And as she like goes back to sleep and looks on, we see a woman on the ceiling with another creepy damn face.
Dream within
Jumps
a dream.
jump scare. Like I freaking screamed so loud. What is going on? Too many damn dreams. And we see her once again try to get to Alex. Like it looks like the next day, she kind of talks to Alex, and he's like, "Don't follow me," and runs into the house. And you see her. She stays in the car, and she falls asleep. Now she's like
She doesn't
outside.
fall asleep, bro. She passes out shit faced.
Yeah, she's drinking. She's drinking.
You
So
know, gotta be
she's
nice about it,
all
dude.
right. Sorry.
She's been pounding
Dude.
bottles like it's her
Yeah, she's
fucking day
hammered.
job.
She's literally sitting out there just freaking drinking, and she falls
When
asleep
you have an issue when you show up with a Sonic fucking slushy and you dump half a bottle of vodka in it.
in vodka in
And
it.
you're gonna
And
stalk the kid that was left in your class. You're gonna sit outside of his house, lady.
dude,
This is not a good picture for you.
this is throw all the red flags. You got to be smart about it. This is terrible. And then, like I said, it's nighttime now, and you see the house opens, like the door opens. And it's so damn creepy because it's dark, so you can't really see what's going on. You see, like, looks like a woman and her arms like out, like it looks like she's got a knife or something. And she
The
kind
way the parents act, doesn't this give you kind of like Smile vibes?
of, oh, wicked bad. Like this person comes out, and you hear it's so creepy, dude. She goes past the door, you see her, and then you hear the car kind of like shaking, like she opens the door. And all you see is like the scissors cut her hair. What the hell? That's all you see. Door closes.
So fucking
Boom.
creepy.
Cut to the next screen. All of a sudden, we have another chapter called Archer, and Sean's going to talk to us about Archer.
We meet Archer, and this man wakes up and he is currently sleeping in his son's bed. I can't say that I wouldn't be doing the same thing if this happened to me as a parent. I would probably sleep in my kid's room just to, feel close to him until I get some kind of clarity on what happened.
Hmm.
But this is very clearly taking a toll on not just his personal life. You can tell by his wife's tone of voice. She fucking opens the door and she's like, "I'm going to work," and then shuts it.
Mm,
Fuck, rough. Oof.
yeah.
But it's also taking a heavy toll on his professional life as well as He's messed up a ton of stuff for the house that they are currently building. He is so involved with trying to find his boy that he even does daily or even weekly check ins with local law enforcement. He's also the same man that we find out stood up at this very large meeting in the auditorium where Justine got pretty much run out of.
Yeah.
He at that point follows her home, and it clicks right here because you see the paint in his pickup truck that he fucked up with. He's the one who painted witch on the side of her
Hmm.
car.
Yep.
Later that night, bro, we see his fucking dream is wild. He wakes up in his room at 2:17 a.m.
Oh.
He ends up chasing his son like out the door and into another house across the street, which turns out to be his house. But there's a giant assault weapon in the clouds, and the barrel of the gun, like the muffler, not the muffler, the I don't know what the hell you call it around the bezel that like keeps it from overheating. It's
Hmm.
actually a clock that reads 2:17 a.m. And when he goes back into this house, he sees his son, and as he's bearing his soul to his son, I got fucking jump scared as shit because his son turns into Gladdy. And I'm like, oh, this bitch. Get this bitch off the screen,
I
please.
screamed again. That's the one that I screamed on. I literally wrote scream. Yeah, that's the jump scare that got me right there.
The next morning, though, this jump scare must have gotten him pretty good because he puts on his thinking cap and actually starts to try and triangulate where the kids ran off to. So once he figures out the line of direction his son took, he goes and visits Bailey's parents and uses the ring cam footage he gets from the husband, who's played by Justin Long, because the wife ain't giving him shit, to further triangulate where the kids were running to. This is giving him enough to start his hunt. During this hunt, he actually sees Justine pull off into a gas station and they begin having a massive heated argument. And Archer's a straight dickhead because, Justine is fucking at her wits' end. She's on her last rope. She's like, "Do you want to start an argument with me?" Because everyone fucking has. I'm the problem. He's like, "Actually, you know what? You're right. This is
You
the
are.
first honest thing you've said since this happened is you're the fucking problem." And in the middle of this fight, we get interrupted by a possessed, insane looking running Marcus. And it's almost like this guy has fucking rabies, and the only cure is to eliminate Justine. But right before these fireworks can start, we transition into Paul's story.
Yo, what the hell is happening right now? What the hell?
Dude, his eyes, the way they were like coming out of his fucking head, covered in black gook. Oh,
Bro,
oh.
terrifying, terrifying, terrifying. I have no clue what's
He
going
looked
on.
he looked like a zombie.
Yeah, 100%. That was like some Train to Busan shit right there. Um, yeah, so Paul, we find out is the cop, and we see that Donna is calling him, and we also see that the chief of police is Donna's dad. And we see Paul head out, and he sees this guy trying to break into something, into the house, chases this dude down, corners him and everything, and he's basically gonna pat him down and everything. He's like, "Hey, there's nothing in your pocket, right? There's nothing in your pocket. I'm not gonna get stabbed." Well, guess what? There was a needle in his pocket, and he puts his hand in there, and he gets stabbed. Dude, Paul loses it so bad. He punches this dude right in the face so
Personally, I
bad.
feel like it's justified.
Oh,
He asked him, he was so nice about this whole interaction. He tackled him. He's like, "Hey man," he's like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "We took a pretty hard fall. I just want to make sure you're okay." He's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." He's like, "All right, I'm gonna help you stand up." And then he's like, "I have to search you." He's like, "Do you have anything that could stab me in your pockets?" He's like, "Nah." And the second he gets stabbed and he realizes, dude, it's a drug needle.
dude,
You don't know what he's gonna get infected with.
100% justified. He
That
was
cold
so
clock,
nice.
justified, 100%.
He was such a nice cop. And unfortunately, he realized, oh shit, like the camera's on. He like unplugs it, but you could tell like he is panicked now because he's like, oh my God, like you're not really supposed to do that. So he's like, holy shit. He picks him up again. He's like, all right, man, look, consider this like your warning. Like, I'm just gonna go let you go. And you tell the dude's panicking, he's freaked out, he lets him go. You see him go back to the station, and I mean, he tells the chief, he's like, "Hey, because like I said, this is his wife's ex-wife's dad." He's telling the chief, like, "Hey, like this is what happened," and he's basically says, "Look, as long as nobody complains, the footage will be gone in a month, and you'll be okay. But if someone does, like, if someone brings this up and complains, and unfortunately, like, I can't hide this from you, but like, you hopefully should be okay. We see him walking out, and we see Justine text. And then that's when all of a sudden you see him. It goes back to the night where he gets hammered, and you also see that this poor dude was an alcoholic, trying not to drink. He ends up getting drunk, friggin' bangs Justine. He goes home, and this is not good at all
He's got the
because,
worst poker face in the world.
dude, all of a sudden,
Doesn't even
like,
try.
there was no, yeah, shit. All of a sudden, Dawn is at the house. Dude is hungover as shit, just banged someone else. She's like, "Where have you been?" Like, Sean says, this dude does nothing. He's just like, he
Dude
literally is
makes
just
eye
like,
contact and she's like, "You fucked her and got drunk, didn't you?"
yeah. And he just had nothing. He just didn't even try to fight it at all.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
you see him,
yeah.
kind of going
Ooh.
back. Yeah, he's back to the station, and you see him going outside and he sees that druggie that poked him again. And he loses it. He starts screaming.
Fucking
He's like,
snaps, kid.
I told you if I see you again. And this dude just jumps in his cruiser, flies out screaming. Before we
Don't
see what
don't forget,
happened,
yeah, he unlocks his shotgun, unplugs the dash cam,
dude,
and is ready to go.
this dude is ready to kill this guy. And right before we see what happens, boom, we go into James.
We go into James's story, and he's your local burnout. He is the guy actually being chased by Paul. Only this backtracks maybe like a day or two, and we see he's in a tent in the woods trying to get high with no supply. He ends up stealing a kid's iPad out of someone's car and fails to pawn it. So that's not the only thing he sucks at. He does stumble across Alex's house that looks abandoned. I'm talking newspapers on the windows, weekly papers in the driveway, just, turning to mush from the weather. So he breaks in, and this man starts stealing all kinds of shit. And he gets jump scared by the parents sitting on the couch, basically comatose.
Oh,
At that
dude.
point, you think he would have like ran out, see you later. No, he stops and realizes like they're fucking incapacitated and they're doing nothing. So what does he do, Justin? He continues stealing the fucking silverware. What is wrong with you? But eventually, one of these, I think it's the dad, comes out of it, and they start going after him. And in his panic of trying to like get away from him and running around this house, he sees all the kids in the basement. But none of this clicks until he gets out of the house and back to the pawn shop with all of their silverware and sees a reward poster for $50,000. This whole scene explains why, in Paul's story, we see James making his way to the police station. And when Paul chases him, this whole thing goes crazy. We get shots of James just kind of running through the town. Eventually, Paul does catch up and he sticks his ass in the back of the cruiser. And James pleads his case. He tells him everything that's going on. And Paul says, "All right, we'll go check it out." They kind of team up to go look for these kids. I don't know if you could call it a team up because at one point, James is like, "Excuse me, sir. I don't like mean to be rude, but how can I be sure you're not gonna say you found these kids and take all the money for yourself?"
That's all he
And
cares
Paul
about.
just literally shoots him a look and shuts the door.
Yep.
And James is going fucking stir crazy. Not only is this man hitting withdrawals, but he is handcuffed in the back of the cruiser for what feels like hours. I mean, he is smashing his head off the little like plexiglass that keeps them
Mhm.
back there and stuff. And once nightfall happens, we see Paul comes outside the house and he's not the same because this man rips open that door, smiling and making all these kind of savage grunts and sounds, and drags James's ass back inside. And like a perfect cue, when they slam this door, we transition to Principal Marcus.
What is happening? Now we are at Marcus, and like Sean said, he's the principal, and we see the part where Justine now is calling him, and she's like, "Hey, you got to make a house call. It's a weird house. I saw Alex's house. Please, please, just make a house call and just see if everything's okay. Like something's not right there." And so he does. So he's got a 2 p.m. meeting. Basically, his secretary comes in, "Hey, you got a 2 p.m. meeting. Like, let's go." And we meet Gladys, some insanely the creepy woman. We see this creepy woman. She comes in
She
and
looks like fucking Pennywise rode her hard and put her away wet.
right, I'm like, what is even happening? And she's like, "I'm Alex's aunt. I'm so sorry. His parents have been wicked sick with consumption, so I'm here." And
Consumption?
yeah, and he's like, excuse me, what?
Isn't that some shit from the Oregon Trail?
Yeah, he's like consumption. Like he is. What are you even talking? Like what the hell is consumption? And he's like, look, I'm wicked sorry, but like I need the parents. That's great you're here. We can talk for a couple minutes, but I need the parents. And he even says, look, I can make a house call if they're really sick and everything, just because this is like I
Yeah,
said, need the
like
parents.
there's no way around this. Like I have to talk to the
Yeah.
parents, otherwise we get child protective services involved.
So anyway, now back at Marcus's home. We see he's home with his boyfriend or husband
His husband.
and husband
They're about to
and
have the dinner of champions, Justin.
yeah, they it is dinner time at their house, and someone gets and the doorbell rings, and it is the
Don't you
aunt.
not? How can you not tell Hackstab Slash that this man is about to sit down to a gourmet meal of 7 hot dogs, potato chips, and 8 cookies?
Is that what they were eating?
Yes,
Oh my
there is
God.
7 glizzies with just mustard on them.
I'm sorry, I didn't. I know you pay attention to the food better than I do in these scenes. I'm sorry I didn't cover
I'm
that.
pissed, dude. Who the fuck just puts mustard on a hot dog? That's
That
psychotic. No wonder why he was running down bitches at a gas station.
I mean, you have to throw
If
some
I had to
ketchup
eat
on
a
that.
hot dog with just mustard,
No,
unless
that's
it's honey
crazy.
mustard, like the good honey mustard you get from like Chili's, I'm probably gonna be pissed.
I'd be pissed too. You gotta put ketchup on that too. You gotta have both of
Something,
them
dude.
together.
Something.
Like, my God, even some like relish or something. Like spice it up a little. Don't just do mustard. Shit, now
Or even
I'm
just two
thrown
different
off.
kinds of mustard.
Yeah, spice it up a little. Mustard's so plain.
Eh.
I'm freaking pissed. I don't even want to talk about the rest of this damn scene.
All right, we're done. Later.
You know what? Podcast over. We just end it. All right.
Fuck
Anyway,
this shit. I'm out.
yeah, I'm out. This is done.
Go get my ketchup.
And like, what even the hell is happening? She's like talking like crazy stuff. Like Marcus doesn't even want to let her in the house, but his husband's like, no, come on in, of course. And she's like, oh, can I have like some water? And she's like, yeah, sure.
She
And
wants it in a bowl.
yeah,
He's
she's like, can I have a
like a
bowl?
dog.
And he's like, yeah, he's like a dog, like what do you mean like a bowl? She's like, yeah. She's like, I don't even. It's weird quirk. I don't even apologize for it anymore. So he gives her a bowl of water. And now this is when shit starts. It's gets batshit crazy because she's got I don't even know what all the shit is yet. Some weird creepy ribbon thing to the point she cuts herself. And she cuts like the husband's hair rings a bell. This is all happening right now. And she snaps and like they're both like staring at it and she snaps this ribbon now that has the guy's hair on it. And when I tell you, Marcus, he starts puking. This is clearly some kind of like, I don't practice
Oh,
Santeria. No, she
oh.
practices Santeria. She 100% practices Santeria because this is some black magic. This dude
I'll give you
pukes.
3 guesses on where a crystal ball is, and the
Yeah,
first two don't count.
this dude pukes so much black stuff all over the husband stuff. It's so disgusting. And he runs and he starts headbutting him to death. And when I say headbutting, he headbutts this dude like a million times so this guy's face is just completely destroyed. And you
I
see
felt
him,
so bad for him.
it's so disgusting. And he runs out the door,
Now, do
arms
you think
out.
he headbutted him because of this curse that Gladdy put on him, or do you think she snapped and was like, "Take out your mustard fueled fucking anger on your
Oh,
husband right now"?
100% the mustard. If he has something else
And
to
he was
balance
like, "If
it,
you won't give me ketchup, I'll make my own."
yeah, no, this dude's lycopene levels were low. Like, get some ketchup on there. Like, when you get low lycopene, you don't even know what's gonna happen next. So this is the thing. So put freaking
99.9% of Hackstab Slash has no fucking idea what you just said, including myself.
don't even talk to me about ketchup. Anyway, sorry. All right. Where were we again? Oh yeah. So
You were talking
this
about
guy.
bananas and pajamas coming down the
Yeah, I'm
stairs.
like
It's
all
fine.
thrown off because we went on a ketchup rant. Anyway, so this dude is just running now, just down the street towards Justine to the point where you see he chases through the store, and she ends up Archer like saves her. We see like this is back at that scene there, and she ends up driving away. And when she drives away,
Hold,
Archer gets in the car too. What do you got?
1 second. Can we talk about how comical this scene was? I know
Of
your ass saw this, and I know you fucking laughed. When this whole thing goes down in this convenience store, the clerk is behind the cash register watching it happen.
yeah,
He watches Archer put fucking Marcus through one of
through
the glass doors, the
spears him.
refrigerator
Yeah,
doors, and fucking poor Justine is trying not to
dude.
die right now. And as she's going to run out the front door, the clerk goes, get the fuck out of my store. And Justine looks at him and goes, fucking help me.
Yeah, fucking help me. No, that was
It
actually
just keeps running, dude.
that
I
was
had to pause it because I started laughing.
no, I love it. Kicks her out, and like you said, she just yells, "Help me!" And then she drives away. Archer gets up and drives away, but he's chasing Marcus because Marcus is running like 100 miles per hour, chasing her like a friggin' zombie, and he gets hit by a car. And when I tell you he gets hit by a car, there are brains literally everywhere. Holy shit, absolutely disgusting. And we see at the hospital now, we see like Justine's there, meets Archer there, and basically we see Archer's talking to her. He's like, "Hey, all the kids ran the same way. Like they have been weaponized." And he's like, "Something's going on." This guy's got it mapped out and everything, and he shows her a map, and it's like it's all going to this area right here. And then they go, boom, Alex's house, and then that takes us into the final
We get
insane chapter,
like
Alex.
a month in Alex's life in this next set of scenes. And my fucking heart breaks for this kid because the first thing you see is this poor kid getting bullied for just being a good, well mannered kid. Like that's all it is. He's not doing anything weird. He's not tattletaling on anyone. He's literally just a nice, easygoing kid. Like he's even got a good home life because like he chills with his dad and his dad calls him Axeman. Like he's a good kid, and then it just bullies the bullies for no fucking reason, and they all need to get slapped. But turns out his family is getting ready to welcome in Aunt Gladdy, who is going to be living with them for the foreseeable future because she is very sick and has nowhere else to go. The next day, when he does come home from school, though, I mean, if you ask me, Gladdy looks pretty healthy. I mean, she's up, she's cooking dinner for the family. And at this point, she's already got his parents under her full control. I mean, they are comatose sitting at this table. She sends Alex off to bed because she calls him like disrespectful because he's trying to get his parents' attention. When he wakes up the next morning and comes downstairs, Gladys tells him to sit down. She gives him the full rundown on what she can do and then gives him an example of just how strong she is with her parents. And these fuckers start stabbing themselves
What
repeatedly in the
is
face with
happening?
forks.
Bro, what is even going on in this movie right now?
They were stabbing themselves so violently and fast that it looked like they were just, meat tenderizing. Like it wasn't stab, rip, gouge. It was just in, out, in, out, in, out. Like they look like needle marks.
Yeah, I don't even know what's happened. This movie's insane.
And then we see over the next few days, this poor kid gets treated like a servant. Feed your parents soup, go to school, say nothing, buy more soup, rinse and repeat the usual. Good home life. I'm glad there's
Fuck,
structure.
fucking soup, man. This is
Thankfully,
weird.
this is becoming the new normal until Gladys says, I'm not feeling any better by feeding off your parents. And I think you need to help me. And Alex, he's very genuine. He's like, "Can we get you to the hospital? Can I get you some water?" Like he's asking all the right questions. And she's like, "No. But what you can do is get me something that belongs to every single kid in your class." And he's like, "If I do this," he's like, "you'll go away, like you'll go home." And she's like, "Yeah, I'll go home, sweetheart. You don't have to worry about that." So during recess, he goes back to the classroom and he takes everyone's name tags. That night is the night all these kids go missing. And Alex is the only boy in class the next morning. When he gets home after school, they do prep the house to make it look like a normal running household. Gladys sends the kids off somewhere else in the middle of the night so they're not in the house when the detectives show up. And we see this poor kid now has to not only feed his parents soup, he's also got to feed 17 of his classmates as well. And when he comes home one day, he walks in and I think it was Paul opened the door for him
Hmm.
and he sees James also standing in his house. And Gladys walks by him and she's like, pack a bag, we're leaving in the morning. Oh, and don't cross the salt line or there'll be consequences. It's very nice now to see all these stories kind of intersect and come to a head
Hmm.
because that night after everything has already happened, we are caught up to date and we see Archer and Justine are watching the house.
Let's
And Paul, the
go.
cop, does open the door and he waves them inside.
So creepy.
Oh,
Especially because he's like trance-like, and she's like, "Oh," like she like recognizes him, and it's like, okay, like let's go in there." And you see them go in, and there is just like you said, like friggin' salt
Dude,
everywhere.
if just real quick, if you're in this situation, Justin,
Yeah.
17 kids are missing. There's some freaky ass shit going on. There's been a cop outside this house for hours. You are watching this all happen. Some weird ass shit just took place at the gas station. No one is anywhere to be found. Cop comes out, waves you into the house like nothing's going on. I'm calling 911 and saying I found dead bodies in this house just to get the cops there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
And then I'll go in.
lie. It kind of when I saw the scene, I had some questions. I thought the same thing. Like, you two were really smart characters. Why are you gonna go in there? That was kind of odd. And I also was like, wait, there's a cop car out there. Like, shouldn't the cops have known this car has been out there for so many hours? Like, I yeah, I had a lot of this scene was kind of odd to me. And they go in there, and there's just salt circles everywhere, and people are being contained in there. And Alex steps over one, and everyone just steps over all the damn things. This is chaos now because his parents are attacking now that because like they said, you cross over the damn salt lines. We see Paul attacks Justine. We see, dude, at one point he's trying to attack her. She takes like a friggin' like fruit peeler. Dude, she's peeling his face. Like, my dear God. Like,
He looks
her,
fucking possessed.
dude, possessed. He's little
Dude,
like
she
going at
shoots him point blank in the fucking Adam's apple, bro, and he doesn't even blink.
nothing. And Archer, man, he is chucking people. Well, I couldn't even see who he's chucking because there's so much shit
He,
going
he
on.
was he was fighting James.
He's finding James. Yeah, dude, James is running back and forth. He is just launching this dude. But like you said, possessed is just right back up, right after him, to the point where like Alex's mom even goes after Alex. Like, this is complete face through the door. I mean, like, oh my God, what the frick's the movie? It almost looked
The
like
Shining.
The Shine.
There's a lot
Yes,
of Shining references when they're beating
that's what I
down the
was.
door and sticking their heads through there. I was
Yes,
like,
I
I
was
love
gonna say.
this.
Yeah, no, I knew you were gonna love that. I was gonna say that is absolutely crazy. We see Justine finally ends up shooting like Paul, like right in the head,
Point
and
blank, just boom.
point blank. And this is like finally starts shooting people, helping people, saves Archer, kills the other guy. They go downstairs, and we find the kids in the basement. And he's like looking for it. This gets wicked creepy because like, dude, he's spinning every kid around, like looking for his kid. And oh my God, at the last one, like, dude, the aunt is down there, and she like comes out like,
Scared the
oh,
shit out of me.
dude, it scared the shit out of me too, man. This freaking scene, oh my God. So this is not good. And we also see Alex now is still run. He grabs like a thorn. He goes into the bathroom. He ends up cutting himself, and he runs and he grabs the ant's hair. And this is amazing too, because as this is happening, like bad shit, like the ants, like this is not going good. Everyone's getting their ass kicked. He snaps it. And as this happens, I mean, all the kids run
It's like
after.
you ever see Jumanji
I have not.
when you hear like the stampede?
I do know what you're talking about. I think I did have
Yeah,
seen parts of it. And I wrote, oh my fucking God, this is the most insane shit I've ever seen. Because the ant right away is like, oh shit. Dude, she runs out through the house. Dude, she's bursting through like neighbors' doors. I mean, she is running through back doors. And all when this is happening too, like Archer is attacking at this point Justine because Archer got turned bad too. So I mean, Archer is literally Justine's getting her ass kicked. But when I tell you all these kids, they're smashing through windows. It is the
this is very
craziest.
World War Z,
Yes,
where
oh my
like
God,
yeah,
like that, everything.
the
Yeah, because
horde is
bodies
just
are
so
just
fucking
falling,
strong.
and they keep on going till they finally get to this ant. And when I say they all go over, they tear her apart, dude. They're biting parts of her. I mean,
Dude, they rip her fucking head in half.
right head peeled off,
Oh,
and oh my God, that
holy
scene was
shit.
insane. And as that happens, everyone snaps out of it. All the kids are back. Everything is back. We see like Justine's okay now. Archer stopped attacking her. And we have all of a sudden we're hit with a narrator again. And you basically hear like Alex, he moved out of town and he lives with a different aunt now.
That
And
ant's nice though.
that aunt's nice though. And he says his parents are still being fed
Soup,
soup,
but
but by
not by
someone else.
Alex.
Because they
Basically telling us that they're in an insane asylum.
they got institutionalized. And they say all the kids were reunited with the parents. And eventually they all started to talk again. So you kind of like,
She
we
said
can
it
all
took
start.
like about a year.
Yeah, it took a while. So like they finally started to heal. The end. Weapons over. Okay, lots to
All right,
digest there.
dude. I'll start by saying maybe my expectations were way too fucking high going into this, and that could have affected my viewing experience. I do think this movie is shot very well. The score, the acting, the makeup of all those affected by Aunt Gladys is extremely well done. Don't get me started on that fucking lady. Just, ugh.
Oh.
I'm getting gag reflexes just thinking about it. Imagine what she looks
Mhm.
like naked. Probably enough to make you sick.
Bruh.
She's the
Huh?
embodiment of something rotten to the core on the inside. This movie is just over 2 fucking hours long. I do appreciate that we see many different angles from the characters throughout the day. But I feel like this movie should lose about 30 to 45 minutes. And that's what killed me on the watching of this. And I can back that up by saying that when I went back to watch this a second time, I wound up skipping over like a minute and 30 here and there during the scenes that were dragged out. And I like the movie 1,000 times better. Skipping
Mhm.
through like moderately, like while I was doing my notes
Yeah.
in on HBO, every time you click forward, it only gives you 15 seconds. So I would do like 5 or 6 clicks and it would still be the same fucking scene.
Mhm.
It would just be closer to the part that you're waiting for the payoff. And I'm like, all
All
right,
right.
so if you could shave off like 30 to 45 minutes, I think this movie would be much faster paced and a lot more enjoyable. That being said, I'm giving this a flat 6. I don't think I ever want to watch this again. I mean, in this day and age, Justin, who the fuck has 2 hours to dedicate themselves to a movie that, let's be real, should be about 80 to 90 minutes long?
Damn. All right. So very
I
underwhelming
do
for you.
really like this movie. It's the length that killed me.
I just I have a bigger issue. All right. So the first half of this movie I wrote is a 9.4. Somewhere towards the end, it turns into a freaking 5 to me because I wrote the acting is freaking great. It's shot awesome, but I'm not gonna lie, I think the writing's not good towards the end. I think there's some plot holes I could not get past. You're trying to tell me this cop shows up at this friggin' house and just stays there for hours?
He's still
Why?
on duty.
Like what? He just doesn't move for hours, and that's no one goes to the house. The house had newspapers shit up. Like nobody else. I don't understand. Like I'm like very confused. Like I could
The
not get
newspapers
past.
I do get, because if you remember when she calls Marcus and she says that, he's like, bro, he's like, they've been stalked by the media. They probably put the newspapers up because they're
Right.
tired of people like you looking in their windows.
Yeah. No.
I do get that. I do.
All
But the
right. I get.
newspapers out front, the overgrown grass, the disappearance of both the parents, like their jobs don't have questions. What's going on?
This is what I mean. Like some of the shit I could just not get past, especially when the movie asked us to take it this serious. Like it
Yes.
wasn't like a dumb.
Cycle this down to like a week and not over a month.
That's what I mean. Like exactly. That's what I mean. That so much time passed. I'm like, that's why I was like, I can't. Like, there's plot holes in this damn movie. Like you got sloppy in the writing on the second half of this damn movie, and feeding everyone with soup was just weird as shit, man. This just weirded me out, and I got kind of like that's when I felt the length. A bunch of the first chapters, movie was flying to me. Towards the end there, it felt a little long and dragged out, and then
I
like
could
the
get the
last
soup thing
chapter,
if she didn't say feed them soup. I mean, I do get if she's from like the Oregon Trail days, a lot of the things you ate with just soup. But
yeah.
maybe it may be like feed your parents something you can handle, and the only thing he knows how to make is soup.
Yeah. And the ending, I thought the chasing was so badass. Oh my dear God, I was laughing when she was like running through the
Dude, that
thing.
last 10 minutes was a 10 out of 10.
Thought that's what I mean. Like there's just some part in the second act like before. So overall, also why was Justin Long in this for one scene? Um,
He worked with him on
I know I was
Barbarians.
gonna say I looked at it later. He was friends with the director and stuff. But yeah. Anyway, I give this a 7 only because of how much I liked the first half. I could honestly say this is 6 too because I hated part of this movie, but I loved so much. Like it was so strong. I wrote 7, but I mean I could honestly say yeah, I'm gonna stick with 7, but I could
So
even see it
I'm
being
not
a
gonna tell
6.
you to do this, Justin, but when I watched this the first time is when I wrote my opening thoughts and then my closing thoughts. And then when I rewatched it is when I do my notes. My closing thoughts, I gave it a 6, and I was like, I don't ever think I want to watch this again. Like it was very long.
Yeah.
When I watched it and I was skipping over like in my opinion, the unimportant filler scenes, and I watched a 2 hour movie in about an hour and a half, maybe a little less.
Yeah.
It was so much better. Like
Yeah.
this movie had me like entrailed, like, oh, I'm watching this, dude. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, I know I've seen this before, but stop talking. I want to watch this.
Yeah.
But when I
This
watched it as a whole, normal runtime, I found myself like picking up my phone, being like, there was a point where I think it was Gladys was maybe in the principal's office, or no, not the principal. She was somewhere, and I was like, the movie's not over yet. And I clicked pause to see like how much time was left, and I was like, there's still another fucking hour.
Yeah, towards like I said, first half, I even give it a seven just because I like the first half so much, but I don't want to watch this ever again. Um, yeah. Do you got any fun facts?
I do. I've got this is a 7.4 on IMDb as well as a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes.
All right, so I got the tagline is last night at 2:17, every child from Miss Gandy's class woke up, got out of bed, went downstairs, opened the front door, and walked into the darkness and never came back.
Creepy as shit.
Yep.
To further capitalize on the themes of this movie, theaters listed showtimes at 2:17, the same time the children in the film vanished.
That was my next fun fact. So I will skip that. And I wrote Zach Kreger actually was inspired by the visual style from 2013's Prisoners, that movie. And he did a lot of the visual style the same as that movie.
On October 17th, 2025, HBO Max sent a notification to all their subscribers at 2:17 in the morning that the film would begin streaming on their platform beginning October 24th. Now, if you ask me, I think HBO dropped the ball. I think you
What?
don't tell anyone you're going to stream this movie, and at 2:17 in the morning on the day you're going to stream it, you drop it and send out a mass notification saying you can watch it now.
Hell yeah. They should have definitely done that.
Because I don't know if you tell me I can watch something on TV on October 17th, but it doesn't come up for another week, I'm gonna forget.
100%.
100%.
100%. They also did. I love that they said where the scene where the Justine gets her hair cut, the director did that on purpose as an homage to 2014's Creep, when that dude breaks into that guy house and he cuts his
Cuts his
hair.
hair.
Thought that was really cool.
The principal and his husband's meal of 7 hot dogs is actually a tribute to Trevor Moore from his skit Hot Dog Timmy on the TV show The Whitest Kid You Know from 2007. Trevor Moore, who had just recently passed away, was a dear friend of Zach Kreger's. And that was his way of paying tribute to him, which I
Awesome.
think is really cool.
I have
Justin, if you ever die and I make a movie, there are gonna be so many bananas.
oh my dear God, please. I don't know what any of those last sentences you said. I don't know what happened. I don't know what any of that stuff meant. But there was a body count of five.
The film's teaser campaign featured a digital clock glowing in the darkness, reading just 2:17. There is also a website to go along with this, maybrookmissing.net.
Let's go. And you said all of my other ones, so I got nothing left.
All right, I got a few more. I actually was laying in bed and I read every single one of these.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So within 10 pages of actually reading the screenplay, Alan Eldridge was certain that this was one of the best scripts he had ever written. Julia Garner was immediately sold as well within the first 5 pages. I think that lines right up with the fact that you said the beginning,
It was
like half of this
amazing.
movie was fucking amazing.
Amazing. 10 out of 10
Steven
movie.
Spielberg, the GOAT, my Mr. E.T. He even said, when I see a great horror film like Weapons, I don't have an itch I need to scratch. I see Weapons and it doesn't make me want to make a horror film that's as scary or scarier than Weapons. It satisfies me so completely. It actually arrests my desire to someday make a really, really scary movie.
What is he
From a
talking about?
director's point of view, I get it because this, with the stories telling and the meeting up, like this movie is phenomenal. I just think it's like you said,
No
the ending
way.
didn't wrap up enough for you, and the length fucking
Come on.
kills
There's no
me.
way a director could see this and not be a little confused by plot holes and stuff. That's a bunch of insane ass kissing.
Yeah,
Be honest, Sean. Tell the truth.
I do see the plot holes, but this is horror, babe. We see that shit nonstop.
Yeah, but this
Sometimes you
movie,
just
this
kind of
This movie, I get that, but this movie asked us to take it serious. This movie was supposed to be a little different.
Yeah. When Gladys meets Marcus, she tells him the Lily parents have consumption, an antiquated name for tuberculosis. By using that word, it hints that she's centuries old. It also foreshadows her motive for kidnapping the children. She consumes their life force to keep herself alive. People affected with tuberculosis often have pale skin, flushed cheeks, much like Gladys' makeup. And then my last one is when Alex is shown laying awake in bed, his alarm clock shows the time 11:34. And if you were a 90s or even an aughts baby like me and
Yeah.
Justin, if you turn
Yep.
11:34 upside
Let's
down, it
go.
spells hell.
Hell.
And that's all I got for you, Hackstab Slash. So until next time, lock your front doors, padlock that shit, top lock so your kids can't reach it and they can't run out the front door and go visit their Auntie Gladys because that bitch is fucking crazy.
For real. Nightmare
Right.
City right there.
I'm Hacky, this dude right here.
Just Justin had the best day ever.
3-second pause, wouldn't have it any other way. Later.
Let's go. Peace.